So what brought this about, the start of this business?
I always wanted to start my own dealership. I would always learn from the owners at the dealerships I was working from. I wanted to know more than just how to turn wrenches on them. I would always work parts counter during the winter time when service got slow. So I wanted to be multifaceted in the dealerships. And so I would always pick the owner's brains about other things that I didn't know about there. So it just kind of progressed from there. Mind's always turning, always thinking of new things that needs to happen to get my ultimate dream done.
What made you branch out on your own and launch this business?
It happened at a local dealership, I'm not going to mention the name, but it was to the point to where you were more of, I've been working on a job for several hours, wanted to take a small break, get a bag of chips and a Coke, and the owner of the dealership came back at the time and kind of yelled at me, "What are you doing? This job has got to be done now." You know, I tried to explain to him that I've been working on it all day. This was like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I want to take a 10-minute break. Didn't want to have anything to do with that. So at that point, I kind of put 2 and 2 together in my mind and said, I think this is the time.
So you just quit right then and there?
Right then and there.
And I guess you started working out of your garage of your home?
I had been doing that a little before,
Okay.
but I kind of bumped that up at that point in time. I got a storage unit, or not a storage unit, but a building right down here was first. Started there. I think it was like 600 square feet, smaller little area to start with. Everything was going great there. I moved over here, and I was doing a lot. I was doing some repair stuff, but I was doing a lot of tear downs and selling on eBay, selling parts and stuff like that. And one of my customers came in and asked me point blank, "Do you work on bikes?" I said, "Yeah, I know how to work on bikes, but that's not exactly what I'm doing at the moment." And he said, "Well, work on mine." So I did, and it just kind of grew from there. Word of mouth shot off like crazy, constantly coming in, customers coming in. "Can you change my tire? Can you do a tune-up on my bike?" Whatever it was at that point, and it just grew from there. And of course, we ran out of room, had to rent another building, and it just kept growing.
So how many years have you been in business?
For myself, 13 years.